Hi crafty friends, Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. I always love the second Friday of the month because that means it's time to hop. So these are all of my friends that are participating in today's YouTube hop, and I think they are the most creative people on YouTube, so if you don't already follow them, please see the description box below for links to all of their individual YouTube channels. All right, let's get into today's project. Now, each month on the second Friday of the month, we choose a sketch, and today Craft with Julie chose our sketch, and this is it. And then we each make a layout using this sketch. Now, Julie said she found this on Pinterest, and so we will be using this. And I apologize, I don't know who posted this, but if I find out after this voiceover, I will post that down below in the description box. Now, I believe our theme was summer, but I went a little rogue. I really wanted to scrapbook this picture of me and my daughter, and this was from Mother's Day. And I really wanted to use this Color Cast Designs title piece. It's an acrylic title piece that says Mother's Day. So I know I want to use those on my layout, so I apologize to my friends in advance. May, summer, maybe it fits the theme. I've got a bunch of these flowers. These are the little birdie flowers, and I think that pink really ties in nicely to the acrylic title. And what I actually have here on my desk is the My Creative Scrapbook May Limited Edition Kit. It's full of Prima Marketing Serene Petals, as well as Memory Place and some American Crafts papers. It has a die cut, stencils, paper florals. The paper florals are from Little Birdie and Prima Marketing. So I have this pack and I haven't created with it yet. I love that little sticker that says love you forever. So that is what I'm looking at to use for today's layout. Now, I feel like it's kind of hard to use busy pattern papers, but I love this paper so much. I want to try to use it as my background paper. And I like this paper that already has the mixed media. So what I'm thinking is maybe for those little 3x4 rectangles that were on this sketch, I was thinking maybe to cut out 6 of those. So here's the sketch again. I like the top, how it has already like the little banner pieces. So I think that could just work alone by itself. So I went ahead and I cut down that pattern paper and I like it, but it's not giving me the pop that I wanted. So I think I want to bring in another pattern paper and try to mix these up. So I'm thinking maybe this one. I like this one. It's got a real light, almost pink color, and that kind of matches in with my title. I just think it would look nice with mixed in here. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of these in. So I went ahead and cut those down. So let me move out a couple. I'm thinking maybe for that right-hand side, that's where I want to put my title. So maybe one up there as well. So let me mix and match these around. And I think I like that better. It just kind of mixes it up and it's not so dark. I like that a lot better. So let me bring in my photo here and see what that looks like. And I think that is it. So I think I'm going to go with this. So I'm going to grab my corner rounder here and start corner rounding these pieces. Let me grab that title to see what it's going to look like here on that little spot. If I can get it out of the package. So I will leave a link listed down below in the description box to both the My Creative Scrapbook website if you're interested in picking up their kit. You may have to email them, but they're really great about customer service. You can email them and see if they have any of these May kits left. And I will also leave a link to this Mother's Day acrylic title piece. If you haven't scrapped your Mother's Day, it's just perfect. So let me dry fit a few of these flowers here. And see, I'm just going to start layering these and playing with these and see what I like. Now, I like these with this long stem here. I think those are going to look really pretty. It's going to tie all the colors in together. So we'll put 3 of those, maybe a pink, a white, maybe some leaves. And I'm sure I'll change this around when it gets time to gluing, but I just want to see if the idea I had would work for down here. Now I like this. I do think I need to add a little purple flower maybe, but this looks really, really pretty. So here's the purple flowers. Let me go ahead and start corner rounding the edges. So this is a cheapy corner rounder that I picked up on Amazon. It's not great. I see other people use corner rounders that are wonderful. And this one, I really feel like I have to flip it over to make sure my paper's in there correctly, but it does the job. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish corner rounding these off camera. And now I'm gonna start gluing these down. I'm using the Scrapbook.com dotted adhesive runner. This is my favorite adhesive, but of course I ran out as I'm filming, but I filled that and I went ahead and just glued these down off camera so you didn't have to watch that. All right, so that really made a big difference, I think, corner rounding these pieces, and I think it just really softened the layout. So I'm gonna get my picture glued down. And this is a picture of me and my daughter Tatum, and we were dressed for church on Mother's Day. And my dress is a little bit wild. I had picked this up at a little boutique in St. Charles, Missouri, on one of me and Dale's little weekend getaways in St. Charles. And I was so excited to wear it, but it's so bright. I wasn't sure if I wanted to print this photo in black and white, but I thought, the whole reason, it really tells the story with me having that bright dress. So I'm not too worried. I hope it's not too distracting from this layout. All right, whenever I'm gluing down acrylic titles, I like to use this Nuvo Deluxe glue, and I have my precision glue press here that helps me get that glue just where I need it. And according to the sketch, the title goes over here, and I think it looks like it was made to go here. I love that. Isn't this pattern paper in the background so pretty? Now, included in that My Creative Scrapbook May limited edition kit, we got this giant pack of ephemera, and I'm really surprised. This is the first time I'm looking at it here, and I was just amazed at all the pieces, and there's not one of everything. There's at least 2 or even more. I think those banner strips, I found like 4 of those in there, so maybe there's like 4 of each of these pieces, which makes it great if you're doing a layout or even a double page layout where you've got lots of matching ephemera. I like this little window piece, so I think that is going to look nice behind my photo over here, and just kind of break that up a little bit. So, and I like that it has the flowers on the top, so I'm just going to add the one over there to the left-hand side of the photo. And I don't know that there's anything else that I'll really use. I do want to use the banner in the photo or in the sketch. There was a banner below the photo. This is my first time working with a Prima marketing collection, and I'm really happy. I might have to get another one of these. So let's see here. Maybe some flowers. No, I think I want to use those paper flowers. So I will save these pieces for a future layout. These are great size for cards too. Oh, look at this piece of ephemera I found in there. It's like a little, I didn't even tear that. It's already like that. It's a little torn piece, and it's got some writing on it. And in the sketch, there was a little something here. So I think I'm going to use this little torn piece with the verbiage, and then this little butterfly. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, I love that so much. So that turned out good. And then I added that little piece over there to the left, which I think you saw that. All right, so I'm going to continue looking through these flowers to see if there's any more I want to use. I originally thought maybe I like these darker leaves, but I think they're kind of distracting. So I'll end up pulling those off and just sticking with the green leaves. But I want to try, there's so many florals included in this kit. I was trying to mix and match them, but when it comes down to the end, I'll probably remove those. But I like these long leaves. I want to use these like wispy type leaves. So let me try to rebuild this cluster. And this is where the fun comes in, just mixing and matching all of your florals. Now, Joanne, that's on this YouTube sketch, she's one of my favorites as far as making floral clusters. I mean, she is a floral cluster genius. So if you need tips on making floral clusters, she is definitely the one to watch for that. All right, and all of the creators in this YouTube sketch shop, we each have our different strengths, I think. So we're all so very diverse, and it's such a talented group of creative ladies. So Be sure to check all of their videos out to see their take on this sketch this month as well. All right, so I've got that cluster pretty big down there, and I think I'm going to need to change that a little bit, but I'm just trying things out and moving things around, and I will end up removing some of these items when it comes to gluing. So I think I'm ready to start gluing. If I want to journal, I can journal down there in that bottom right-hand side. There's really not a whole lot to tell, though. It was Mother's Day, and we were on our way to church 2025, so I think I just need the date. Trying out here this flower. So let me go ahead and pull out the glue. Now, when I'm gluing these florals down, I like to use an old paintbrush and then this heavy gel mat. So this works as a wonderful adhesive to glue these down, but you don't want to use a good paintbrush because you're never going to be able to use it for paint again. I've got this one that has like all the edges, the pieces torn off the handle. So this is the one that I use for this gel matte medium. And you just dip your paintbrush in, and then you can paint it on the back of your flowers and your leaves. And then I don't even take the paintbrush to the sink when I'm done. I just grab a baby wipe and I will wipe the container off and the paintbrush, and then I can just put it back away in the drawer. So that makes it super easy for cleanup as well. All right, I forgot here, I need to go ahead and glue down these little stems before I get the larger flowers, because these larger flowers are going to be covering up those stems. So let me get a couple placed here. And I like that these had the purple, the pink, and the green. So we'll get those stuck down here with the gel matte medium. And let me give this a little press. There we go. And then I've got a couple more. So I've already got the glue on this green. So I'm going to stick this green flower down here. And then I know I want to use the pinks. And I've got this larger pink, and I think I want to use that white too. So I'm going to try these out here. I like the pink, so let me go ahead and glue that one down. We'll get that in place. So most of the time I add a lot of mixed media and gems and all the things, but with this layout, I thought that with the paper being so busy, which I'm excited to use a really busy background like this, and then all of these flowers, I don't really think it needs a whole lot more with embellishing. I think just this leaf here, these flowers, and then that really does it. So I will finish getting all of these flowers glued down, and then we'll take another look at the layout to see if there's anything else we need. I'm still trying to decide. I wanted to add one more flower to the bottom, but it's just really not gonna fit down there. I've got a large floral cluster, but I like this white one just to kind of soften that. I really wanted to add this one, but I don't think it's gonna fit, and I don't like those darker leaves, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch that out and add that green leaf here. And this does add a little bit of bulk. I get questions when I add the flowers. It adds a little bit of bulk to your layouts or to your album, but you know, I think it's kind of the same as when you use foam tape on several layouts. So it's not a lot, and it fits in your page protector nicely, and then it will still be able to close in my album. And this was a very special photo, so I definitely thought it needed the special flowers. All right, so I'm really happy with the way that that looks. There's a few more finishing touches that I want to add. I do remember in the sticker sheet there were a few things that I liked. And to finish this off up at the top, I think it needs a few floral clusters or a few florals over here just to draw your eye, and it kind of finishes it off, right? The florals in the bottom right or bottom left, and then this kind of frames it in. I've got more of like a diagonal embellishment going here with the title, and just really draws your eye from the florals to the flower to the title up to these florals. So I really like the way that that looks. And these over here had the leaves already on them, so that looks nice. All right, so we have those in place. Perfect. I love it so much. All right, so let me put some of this away and we will jump into the sticker sheet and look at some more of the embellishments. Here is that little banner, and I definitely want to use it on the layout, and I kind of forgot when I started gluing the flowers down that I wanted to use it on below the photo, but you know, there's a lot of space down here below our feet, so I think I can add it to the layout still, or add it to the photo and it not take away from it. So I like that, and I think that looks really cute at the bottom of the photo there. I'm just touching all my flowers, make sure I have enough glue and they're not going anywhere. Here's the sticker from the sticker sheet, and it says, "Love you forever." I think that's so perfect. So we'll add that just to kind of add another element up here and add some more green. And I'm going to look at the sticker sheet, and there's a few butterflies on here. So let me, and I'm sorry, I'm off camera here as I'm flipping through these stickers. But I am going to grab a couple little sticker butterflies. I've got the one butterfly underneath the title, and it is popped up on some foam, but I just want to add these flat sticker butterflies just flying around to add a little more interest. And I'm so excited that I was able to use this busy background paper so many times. I think it's hard to use busy background papers, but with this and adding the little pieces, I love the way it turned out. So if you've enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back, and be sure to check out the playlist listed down below in the description box to see what all of my friends have created. Thank you so much for watching. It means the world to me, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!